Hello, I'm glad you've tuned in for our program today. I'm happy to be able to talk to you, but sorry I can't be there to see all your faces. We put this program together specifically for seniors in our Southeast Los Angeles region. I know that there are a lot of things California can do to benefit our seniors and to give you our thanks. Even though our state has seen financial challenges lately, I'm proud to say that the Assembly stood up for you. Your program today will have lots of information, but I hope you pay special attention to the tips for avoiding scams that try to prey on seniors. Now sit back and watch the show.
Hello, I'm Jared Seberg with the California Department of Motor Vehicles. I would encourage you to have a pen and paper handy to write down some important information that I'll be sharing with you shortly. I am a member of the Senior Driver Ombudsman and Outreach Program at the California DMV. We are a small team of dedicated DMV representatives who are committed to addressing the senior concerns. We want to make sure seniors are treated fairly, consistent with our laws and regulations, and with dignity and respect. Our goal is to help senior drivers maintain their driving independence because we know mobility matters. We do this by offering outreach seminars for large and small audiences and assisting with individual cases that deal with public safety, sort of a go-between to resolve DMV issues. Unfortunately, this pandemic does not allow us to provide in-person presentations at senior organizations, which we love to do. But don't worry, we can still provide helpful information through virtual presentations and all of our online tools. Just reach out to us, we are always here to help you. We also hear from a lot of seniors who want more information about Real ID. Remember, beginning October 1st, 2021, you'll need a Real ID or another federally accepted form of identification to fly within the United States and enter secure federal facilities. To obtain a Real ID, you have to visit a DMV field office because we need to verify documents that the federal government requires. These include proof of your identity, like a passport or birth certificate, proof that you have a social security number, and 2 proofs of California residency, such as a utility, phone bill, vehicle registration, or banking statement showing your name and physical address, not a PO box. If you fill out the Real ID application on the DMV website, you can also upload your documents beforehand. You'll receive a confirmation number. Print that number or snap a photo of it with your phone and then bring it with you to a DMV field office. Show it to a DMV representative when you arrive and you'll receive an express experience. Don't forget to bring the documents that you uploaded because we need to verify them in person. We'll also check your vision, get a fingerprint, and snap a new picture. While we understand that a lot of seniors are not comfortable visiting a DMV office during this pandemic, just remember, the Real ID is optional. You can also use a passport card, permanent resident card, and many others. Visit the TSA website for a complete list of documents that the federal government will accept to fly within the United States beginning October 1st, 2021. I want to point out that if you are 62 years of age or older, you can also choose to get a Real ID identification card instead of a driver's license at no cost, but you cannot have 2 Real IDs. If you belong to a senior organization and would like to contact the DMV Senior Driver Ombudsman and Outreach Program, here are a couple helpful phone numbers for you. In Southern California, please call area code 310-615-3552. In Northern California, you can reach us at 916-657-6464. And don't forget, there are many transactions you can complete using our DMV online services, self-service kiosks, and business partners. Using these convenient service options may save you a trip to the DMV office. Thank you for your time.
Senior citizens are consistently the target of scammers, people who try to rip you off with special deals or can't miss opportunities. And with the COVID-19 pandemic, it's only getting worse. Here are some tips on how you can avoid being a victim of senior scammers. Due to the pandemic, scammers know we're all ordering more packages online, and they know we're expecting packages to be delivered to our homes. Watch out for text messages or emails that look like they're from the post office, FedEx, or UPS that ask you to click on a link for information about your package. Do not click on those links. Clicking on a link can allow scammers to steal information from your computer. Never give out personal information, even if the text message or email says that information is needed to deliver your package. If you think the text or email is real, contact the company using the customer service phone number on the company's website. Don't use the contact information from the text message or email. The federal government recently distributed stimulus checks to residents across the United States, and they may do so again in the future. If they do, remember, the government will not ask you to pay anything up front to get this money. No fees, no charges, nothing. The government will not call to ask for your Social Security number, bank account, or credit card number. Anyone who does this is a scammer. And anyone who tells you that they can get you your money faster is also a scammer. The federal government is now distributing multiple COVID-19 vaccines. They're safe, effective, and free. If someone wants to charge you money to make appointments to get the vaccine or charge you to get the vaccine, it's probably a scam. Learn how you can get the safe, effective, and free COVID-19 vaccines by visiting myturn.ca.gov. Contact tracers are a pivotal part of our road to recovery from the pandemic. It is very important to cooperate with these contact tracers. But there are scammers who are posing as contact tracers to steal your identity or your money, or both. Luckily, it's easy to tell the difference between a scammer and a real contact tracer. A real contact tracer will ask you for your name and address, health information, and the names of places and people you have visited. Scammers will ask you for more information. Don't give out your Social Security number or financial information. Real contact tracers don't need this information. Do not share your immigration status. Legitimate contact tracers will never ask for this information. Don't click on links or download anything sent from a contact tracer. Real tracers will not ask you to download or click anything. And never pay a contact tracer. Anyone who says you need to pay is a scammer. To learn more ways to avoid being a victim of senior scammers, call Assemblymember Anthony Rendon's office at 562-529-3250. That's 562-529-3250.
Hi, I'm Rick Lopes with California's Contractors State License Board, or CSLB. CSLB is a consumer protection agency responsible for overseeing the state's construction industry. Our responsibilities include licensing the more than 280,000 contractors in the state. That includes everything from general building contractors, electricians, and plumbers, to landscape, roofing, and engineering contractors. More than 40 different licensing classifications. CSLB also licenses contractors in more than 24 limited classifications, like tree service and window coverings. In California, a state contractor's license is required for all home improvement jobs that total $500 or more in combined labor and materials.
1,600 or $2,000, right in that area.
In California, as in other states, there is a serious problem with unlicensed contracting.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not licensed. He's got a license. I work under his license.
Those are people who take advantage of homeowners and legitimate contractors by taking on home improvement jobs without having a state license. Unlicensed contractors don't meet any of the minimum qualifications, don't pass any licensing exams, and don't undergo a criminal background check. Unlicensed contractors are responsible for more than 5,000 complaints CSLB receives every year. Cases where homeowners are often taken for thousands of dollars. During this COVID-19 pandemic, CSLB is concerned about new ways unlicensed contractors are targeting homeowners, especially seniors. One type of scam involves a homeowner who's either a senior or someone staying home alone because of the pandemic. They have a small job they want taken care of. They call someone advertising themselves as a handyman. The handyman bids a low price, so the homeowner hires them. Then when they get the job and they get into the home, they focus instead on making friends with the lonely homeowner. The simple job eventually gets finished and the handyman talks the homeowner into other jobs. much more expensive jobs. Jobs that he may never have done before, although of course he never tells the homeowner that. Then he gets the homeowner to pay for those jobs before the work starts. He'll say things like he needs the money to buy the materials, or he needs to buy some special tools. In some cases, unlicensed contractors have played on the homeowner's emotions, telling them they can't even afford to pay their rent or to buy their kids' clothes. The story really doesn't matter. He'll say anything to get the homeowner to give him money, usually hundreds if not thousands of dollars, and almost always in cash. The unlicensed contractor will even drive the homeowner to the bank if he has to. Then, when the handyman gets the money, he disappears, never to be seen again. So if you're looking to hire someone to work in or around your home, here are 10 tips. Tip number 1, make sure you only hire contractors licensed by the state of California. While that's not a 100% guarantee you won't have a problem, but if you do, it will go a long way to protecting you. If you don't, you can file a complaint. We've got a lot of resources for you. Tip number 2, contractors are required by law to put their license number in all advertising. That includes online ads, flyers, the side of their vehicle, so look for it. The license number will either be 6 or 7 digits long. If you don't see a license number, assume that they don't have a license and look for someone else. Tip number 3, check the license first. Take the license number or the company name if you don't have a license number and go to the Contractors Board website, www.cslb.ca.gov. On the homepage, click on License Check. Type in the license number or the company name. That'll get you the license status. Make sure the license is active and that it covers the type of job you want, for example, electrical or plumbing. You'll also see important bond and insurance information. Plus, if we've taken any legal action against the license or have consumer complaints that we can disclose, you'll see the information there. Tip number 4, get at least 3 bids and don't automatically take the lowest bid, especially if it's a lot less than the others. Ask yourself, how can that person be charging so much less than the others? Chances are they're going to be raising the price later, or they're going to stop showing up for work until you pay them more money. Tip number 5, when you meet the contractors in person, ask to see their plastic pocket license card and compare it to a picture ID like a driver's license. Tip number 6, watch out for down payments. Don't pay too much money up front. Your money is your best leverage. California law says that the down payment can be no more than 10% of the contract price, or $1,000, whichever is less. So for example, for a $5,000 job, the down payment can be no more than $500. Tip number 7, get your contract in writing, and the more detail in the contract, the better. That way both you and the contractor know what's included, what it will cost, and when you need to pay. And both you and the contractor should sign the contract. Be careful when you change or add things to the contract. Those are called change orders. Make sure that both you and the contractor sign all change orders. Tip number 8, after the down payment, don't make any other payments in advance. That means don't pay for work before it's done or materials before they're delivered. If the job's extensive, set up a payment schedule. After a certain part of the job is done to your satisfaction, pay for it. When the next part's done to your satisfaction, pay for that part, and so on. Tip number 9, don't make the final payment until you're satisfied with the entire job. Again, your money is your best leverage to getting your home improvement job done right. Finally, tip number 10. Visit the Contractors Board website for much more information on hiring a contractor and navigating the construction process. You can also start your search for a contractor with our Find My Licensed Contractor feature. Just type in your city or zip code and the type of contractor you're looking for. We'll give you a list of all the licensed contractors at that license classification in that area. Again, the Contractor State License Board website address is www.cslb.ca.gov.
I hope you picked up a lot of useful information today. If you missed anything, my district office is always there to help you. Please let me know if there's anything that I or my staff can do to help you. Thanks for watching.